What? Nah, this is nuts. I couldn't have wrote this better. This is like exactly how I would break it down. I'm giving ChatGPT the job to break down the lyrics to my new song, Too Toxic for the Internet. Let's see what happens. So I said, hey ChatGPT, I'm making some content for my new song called Too Toxic for the Internet. This segment will be called Letting ChatGPT Break Down My Lyrics, similar to Genius Lyric Reviews. Could you help me with this, please? To which ChatGPT said,
of course. Share the lyrics you'd like me to break down, and I'll help analyze them line by line, unpacking the themes, meanings, and inspirations.
Okay, let's go. Oh, this is looking interesting. They're cooking.
Let's break it down. You, man, kept talking about the fact that I'm off the market, and that's why I'm so happy.
This is the sample.
Don't get me wrong.
This is
happy.
So good. This
sets the tone with an introspective yet conversational vibe.
Facts.
You're addressing the speculation about your happiness, clarifying that it's not entirely tied to being off the market.
Oh!
It teases the theme of perception
ChatGPT's
versus reality. The reason I was smiling so much yesterday, I was just fried, I'll be honest. A raw, candid line, you're keeping it real, and admitting the high was a contributing factor. This kind of honesty makes the track feel relatable, as it blurs the line between profound happiness and mundane reality.
Okay, facts.
It's like, these women are my new destructive habit. This metaphor compares relationships or interactions with women to a vice. It's a self-aware acknowledgement of the cycle, setting up the tension between indulgence and self-control that drives the narrative forward.
Cooking.
I've got to put up boundaries and learn how to limit access. You recognize the need for growth and discipline, adding a layer of maturity. The line shows personal reflection and contrasts sharply with the indulgent behaviors you're describing, creating a push and pull dynamic. It's not useful. Most my girls have got an accent. Had to Google how to cut off a chick in a different language. This playful yet biting observation showcases your lifestyle's complexity. The humor and absurdity here lighten the introspection, adding a layer of irony to your attempts to establish boundaries. A madness.
Cooking!
I know it is. I had to let a baddie go before I wrote to this. The term madness reflects the chaotic energy of your relationships, while I know it is adds accountability. Letting someone go for your art suggests that creative expression sometimes requires sacrifices, even in personal life. She got the wop. I got that strap. I'm staying close to it. I finish on her back. That's the only time she can hold my kids. This part is unapologetically raw and provocative, combining wordplay and bravado. It juxtaposes intimacy with detachment, emphasizing the transactional nature of some connections in this narrative.
Cooking!
I get honest on these type of beats. I can only seem to rap about the life I lead. A reflection on your creative process, this line explains the unfiltered nature of your lyrics. It's almost a disclaimer that you're giving listeners an unvarnished look at your reality. And I just landed somewhere hot. I'm trying to find a freak. Ending the segment with imagery of travel and pursuit adds a note of escapism, underscoring the themes of freedom and fleeting connections.
Yo!
How does this feel for your...
Yeah, no, you were great still. Hey, make some notes for ChatGPT. What?
Let's dive into these bars. Here's the breakdown.
ChatGPT, let's go.
This was meant to be a love song, but somehow I couldn't find the words. This line reflects creative conflict. Your intention was to make a love song, but reality took the narrative elsewhere. It's introspective and subtly hints at emotional blockages or complications in expressing love. I've got an angel looking out for me. She's not what I deserve. Here, you acknowledge someone special in your life, perhaps someone too good for you in your eyes. It's both admiring and self-critical, showing vulnerability and humility in the midst of confidence elsewhere. I heard that Cupid's trying to get me, not if I get him first. A clever twist on the classic love narrative. You're flipping the script, portraying yourself as someone evading Cupid's arrow, or even challenging love itself. This adds a playful and defiant tone. Loverboy season is back in full effect. She's never met somebody so toxic that treats her with respect. This juxtaposition is both ironic and intriguing. It acknowledges a paradoxical dynamic, being toxic yet respectful, which teases the complexity of modern romance and leaves the listener wondering how those two sides coexist. Give me a sec, and Emma be pulling up. Where you need, it's blessed. These lines showcase reliability and charm, suggesting you're there for someone when needed, but the casual tone also keeps it nonchalant. It's confident yet detached, fitting the theme of fleeting connections. I think that there's girls who are healing, who are in need of rec. This line explores a deeper angle, hinting at relationships with people who are recovering from past hurt. This would have been a love
That
song,
funny.
but somehow I couldn't find the flow. This refrain reinforces the earlier sentiment, emphasizing the difficulty in channeling love into your art. The repetition creates a reflective, almost resigned tone. I had a girl that would have rode for me. I had to let her go. A poignant line that highlights loss and sacrifice. It suggests you had someone truly loyal, but circumstances, whether personal or professional, led to parting ways. My life has changed a lot since I wrote Let Me Know. You know?
You know?
Ending with a nod to your earlier work ties your personal growth to your artistry. It's a subtle way of saying that life has evolved, and so has your music. The conversational, brings it back to the audience, inviting them to relate.
Wow. Yes, my life has evolved and so has my music. I'm always like trying to be real with you. And I feel like it's mad to say that there's a you now. There's actually someone listening. Because for so many years it was just me talking to my damn self. And maybe my two brethren. That's all. That's the only people listening. And now I make something. There's people listening. There's people following the journey. So I want to say thank you. No matter if you found me on this video, if you've been rocking with me since my first song, thank you and welcome to the journey. Until next time.